Hi everyone, I'm Chris, and hold on, the chair was in the way. I am doing a personal challenge against, or not really against myself, but for myself. I am writing a Gay Pride Tarot story for Gay Pride Month using my tarot cards, and I'm using a deck called the Gay Tarot that I'm actually not really familiar with, called by Lee Bursten and Antonella Plantano. I just kind of want to get to know the deck a little bit more, and I'm just trying to help some writers see how you can unlock some creativity with some tarot cards if you have writer's block or whatnot. So today we already have 11 videos about a guy named Sage who's having a couple of problems coming out. We gave him some family members, we gave him some friends, we gave him a mentor, we've given him some coworkers, kind of maybe given him a little bit of a personality that he likes to kind of be a little bit of a nomad. But today we're going to be making a problem for him. So, like I said in all the previous videos, I will be putting all of this spread on my Instagram and on my blog, sorry, so that you can see what I'm looking at and follow along, so that if you want to, you can interpret them in another way, you're more than welcome to. Also, if you do want to use any of this for a writing thing, you're more than welcome to. I am not copywriting it at all. So if this helps you to write whatever you want to write, have at it. So today, let's make a problem. This is a 10-card spread. We can use a signifier to represent the character, and I've been using the Sage of Wands for him. So we are going to put that aside. I do have some notes here. It says optional. There is one card for where the main character starts and one card for where you'd like them to end up. Choose a signifier or 3 to represent the main character. I don't remember why I wrote that, but I did this, I made this book from these spreads 6 months ago. But so we're just going to go with the spread. I'll post the spread also in the description so that you guys can kind of see where I'm getting my information from. It's also from karmastartarot.com. So I'm going to right now just use the one main character signifier. And let's see what comes up. So I've got the cards here. I am just going to move my keyboard aside and my mouse. And let's make a problem. So I am going to shuffle. Let's see what comes up. I just want to I'm doing this kind of as a challenge for myself, just to make sure I finish the project. And also I just want to show how tarot can help you unlock some creativity. Take it or leave it, however you want to. It's an obsession I found out about during quarantine, and it's just been kind of fun to play with 25 plus decks. Not embarrassed by that at all. Okay, so we have signifier. We've got number 1. 2 is this way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Move these up because I'm running out of room. I want to show what they are. Okay. 9, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. 9 and 10. Oh, interesting. Okay, sorry, that was a minute to set that up and didn't have any eye contact. So, I have for number 1, the first card is the main character's personal goal. And I'd say this actually works. It's the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is happy with your surroundings, stable in money. Obviously, this guy is a gardener of some level, on some level, something. He's built this stable garden. He has a pet. He's see that. So just kind of like he would like to be stable. That's his personal goal. I mean, Sage right now is a little bit of a nomad, and that's what we've kind of come up with. But we want him to become stable, or he wants to become stable, and he knows that something inside is wrong. And he knows how something needs to be fixed, but he doesn't. I think he's scared to fix it, if that makes sense. So the overall plot goal is number 2, and I have the Man of Pentacles. I think I messed up this on the last video, but this is a card that's to the side. And for me, the Man of Pentacles label is going to my right, and if it was going to my left, I would say that is reversed. But since this is not reversed, we have the Man of Pentacles not reversed. He is, I mean, we're obviously dealing with pentacles. We're dealing with money. Pentacles are money things you can touch, materialistic things. So he obviously has an overall plot goal of finding a job, finding stability. The man is like the knight. So I think probably staying put. Knights are the go-getters, and that's what the mans are in this deck. And so I feel like with the Man of Pentacles, he wants a chance to slow down. I think that maybe he's looking for a chance to slow down and actually find something a little bit more stable instead of always bouncing around from job to job or city to city or wherever he's going. So that's kind of what I'm getting from that. And it kind of makes sense for what we're dealing with right now. So with number 3, the external obstacle of this plot. Or I guess, of external obstacle of plot. A Judgment reversed. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Maybe he doesn't want to be judged. Maybe he's judging himself. Because I feel like if this was not reversed. Oh, this is beyond judgment. So not judgment, but beyond judgment. So he's not beyond his judgment. That's what it is. That makes more sense. It's reversed. He is blocking his own beyond. He is judging himself so hard right now. And that makes sense because he's not out. He feels ashamed. And all that's kind of where I'm getting that from that card. That's the overall obstacle of this plot. The internal obstacle of the plot, we've got the Priest reversed. Now, this is a little bit of a stretch, especially for me since I'm not really religious, but I'm actually wondering if Sage wants to be religious. Like, I feel like when a lot of gay people or LGBT people in the community get a lot of hate for being who they are, and God hates them, and you're going to hell, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm actually wondering if maybe he's subscribing to that. I personally do not. If there is a God, I do believe that he loves me and that he wants me to succeed. But that's a completely different video. So we did actually decide, and we found out that he is possibly in a small town that is very religious. So I'm wondering if there's something here with his internal struggle because his surroundings are so Christian that he's trying to figure out how to be gay and be Christian. That could be kind of one of the things that we're dealing with here. Number 5 is how this disrupts the main character. Well, we got a really obvious card here. We got self-hatred. So he obviously hates himself. He really wants to have a family. He wants a family. He wants to be straight. He doesn't want to be himself. And he's just really sees that kind of facade or that show or that painting of what straight people are putting on, and he kind of wishes he could just fit more in, and he's hating himself for it. So number 6 is the main character's object of desire. Well, this kind of makes sense too. We've got the 3 of Swords reversed. Doesn't want to hurt anymore. The 3 of Swords, if it was right side up, it's very, like, in general, the 3 of Swords is a healing card and a hurting card. And if this is his goal, his object of desire, I think he's trying to not be hurt. Like, he's really feeling this right now, and this is what he would really like to feel. He doesn't want, he wants to be done healing. When it's reversed, it could either be a block, or it could be I'm done, or you're finished, kind of a thing. And so I think he wants to not be hurt anymore. And that kind of makes sense with all the other stuff that we've kind of said in the spread so far. So number 7, what the main character needs for success in the plot and the personal goal. So if you remember the plot, let's see. Plot and personal goal. So plot, this is 1 and 2. So we've got the Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is the personal goal. And we've got the Man of Pentacles, which is the overall plot goal. So card 7 is what the main character needs for success in the plot and the personal goal. We got the Youth of Cups, and I kind of feel like he needs to get more in touch with his inner child. His not be so hard on himself for what he's living and how he's living. There are people who are nomads that love it, and maybe he doesn't feel very stable with that, or he doesn't like being a nomad, or he feels like he's not worthy of a job, kind of a thing, or he's not worthy to be stable. But I kind of wonder if he needs to go back to what in his childhood brought him happiness. Cups are about emotions, and the Youth is like the page, and pages are messengers, the production assistants, the running back and forth kind of a thing. The learning person. So I wonder if he needs to learn a little bit more from his emotions in order to get the Pentacles, which I have learned for myself that this kind of all makes sense, that you kind of need to take a lot of steps back, because if you're in the corporate job, if you're in the corporate world and you're not happy, it's not a good thing. But, and that's, again, a completely different video, but if you can find a way to make a hobby or something you love a way to make you money, you won't be feeling like you are draining yourself, or essentially kind of a thing. So I kind of feel like he needs to get more in touch with his emotions and what he wants. Number 8 is how card 7, that was this card, the 7, the Youth of Cups, how card 7 contributes to the plot. And I shuffled, you saw me, and there is no editing on this video, but we got the 6 of Pentacles. So obviously there's some kind of a pentacle thing situation. He wants to have a little bit more of maybe a savings account. I've been in a position where I didn't have a savings account for a couple of years, and maybe he just wants a savings account, but because he's bouncing from job to job, or even from apartment to apartment or whatever, he can't save anything. He's in a position to where he just feels like he's set up to fail. So I feel like there's got to be something there on how card 7 contributes to the plot, which, going back, there's got to be some kind of a message on, maybe there's a message on, maybe someone was telling him, as a kid, save your money, save your money, save your money, and maybe there is a correlation to somehow doing this, like an emotion to saving money. Maybe there's something there that he doesn't want, or not that he doesn't want, that somebody else wants him to do because it's for them, if that makes any sense. That's kind of a little bit of a stretch. But again, this is only a first draft, and this is kind of just something to give a writing prompt. This isn't necessarily something that's going to be in stone for the whole rest of the story. So number 9 is what the main character risks to pursue the plot goal. And remember, the overall plot goal was stability with money. So I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we've got what the main character risks to pursue the plot goal. I think there's an idea. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Aces are simple ideas. They're not fully formed. They're seeds to what could be, kind of a thing. And I feel like maybe he has an idea of what he would love to do, but because of all this self-hatred, and because he's not connected with his emotions, he's not able to fully form this idea of what he wants to do with his life. That I think that kind of is what he's risking to pursue the plot goal. He's risking his ideas. He's risking his ideas. He's risking his ideas to get these other, like, pentacles that he wants and needs for his life. So then we've got what's at risk of the main what's at risk. It says what's at risk if the main character doesn't, but I feel like it's what's at risk if the main character doesn't, not of. And we've got again a 10 of Wands, and this is a sideways card, and this card was again toward my right. So it's not reversed, and I feel like what's at risk if he doesn't get back with his emotions or able to formulate these ideas. The 10 of Wands is the world is going to keep being heavy for him. He's just not going to be able to move forward. And once he's able to make a hobby his job or his stability, he'll be able to not have the 10 of Wands like on his back all the time, and he can start distributing some of that and not carrying such a heavy weight on his back. Now, just to make sure, there is one last thing, a couple of things that I have on here. Number 7 is, again, what the main character needs for success in the plot and the personal goal. We've got the Youth of Cups, which I kind of think so the way how it's set up, there's an arrow that points to these cards. And again, I'm going to have to put these on. I'll put the spread in the description box. But the Youth of Cups and Beyond Judgment is kind of what it is. And I feel like, I just feel like if he can get more in touch with his Youth of Cups, he will get Beyond Judgment. Sorry, there was someone outside. I got a little embarrassed to be doing this with my window open. It's really, really hot in Los Angeles right now. So we're going to do that again with number 8, which is how card 7 contributes to the plot. And card 7, and we kind of already did that. We kind of said, maybe there's something like with savings accounts, and maybe he feels guilty for not having a savings account. Maybe he feels like he's not where he should be at this time of his life because of society's goals. I mean, I think that some goals are arbitrary, but I mean, he maybe thinks he's too old to do what he wants to do, kind of a thing. So that's an arrow thing that goes back and forth. Now, the last one we have is 8 and 4. And again, 8 is how card 7 contributes to the plot, but number 4 is the internal obstacle of the plot. And we have corresponding cards, 6 of Pentacles and the Priest. So somehow this corresponds to the internal struggle. He's not worthy of money. I don't know. That might be something we might have to think about as the story progresses. Something with maybe tithing. I know that you donating to charity. Something like that. Maybe he wants to donate to charity, but he doesn't have the money, or he feels guilty for donating to something that is being told that he's going to go to hell for. Something of that nature. I don't know. That might be something we might have to play with as the spreads go on, or if it doesn't come up again. Again, this is only a first draft for you, so we can go from there. So I am going to take a picture of this, and just so that I have so I can have a record of it. And we're going to go on to day 13, which is the antagonist first display of power, which I think we've found out is his ex-boyfriend. I didn't want to do that, but if I remember correctly, we did do an antagonist spread a couple of days ago, and I believe is an ex-boyfriend, if I remember correctly. So see you in the next video.